So now let us learn about the projectile motion of a body projected from a given height. So let us assume you are standing on a roof at a height h from the ground. This is the ground, and then from this point there are various ways the projectile which can be we can throw the projectile horizontally or at an angle above the horizontal or at an angle below the horizontal. For now, let us deal with the horizontal projection. Horizontal projection at a height h. So we have a projectile which is thrown with an initial speed u horizontally. So the angle with respect to horizontal is 0. This projectile will travel and land here. This is the origin, and this is the landing point A. And it will land with a velocity v at a direction alpha below the horizontal. This is v plus v in x direction, and this will be v in y direction, and this here will be the range of this projectile. So we have to derive the different equations regarding the horizontal motion of a projectile. So we know when this projectile is traveling, we have the initial velocity u, we have the distance, and we have the g. So the u, the direction of g is this one here. So the u points toward the positive y. So u is positive, and the s, the distance, is decreasing in the direction in the y, in the direction of the y axis. This is the y axis, and this is the x axis. So it is negative, and g is positive, is pointing opposite to the y axis, so it is negative. So let us derive an expression for time of flight t. From the second equation of motion, we know Sy is equal to u yt half a y t squared. And in this case, we have said u is positive, s is negative, and this is negative. So we have negative h is equal to u sine theta times t minus a half a in y direction, which is g, times t squared. This projectile is projected horizontally. So the velocity in y direction, the component in y direction is 0. This is simply because this angle is 0 here. So the velocity in y direction is, the y component is 0. So this whole thing here is equal to 0. So we have negative h is equal to minus a half g t square, which will be equals to positive these values here. So t square is equal to 2 times h, 2h divided by g. This is a t square. So t will be equal to square root of this value here. And this is a formula for time of flight. So time of flight is equal to 2h over g. Now we have to find the expression for range r. We know that the s in x direction is equal to velocity in x direction times t. So range will be equals to u cos angle times t, of which the angle of projection is 0 and the cosine of 0 is 1. So range is equal to u times time of flight. So the range is equal to u times time of flight, which is 2h over g square root. So the range is equal to u times 2h over g. Now let us calculate the expression for velocity v. We know that the v in x direction is equal to u of x, which is equal to u. And the velocity in y direction is which is equal to initial velocity in y direction plus g times t. Initial velocity in y direction is 0. So v in y direction is equal to gt. So v is equal to v squared, vy squared plus vx squared. So the velocity will be v in x squared, which is u square, plus v in y direction, which is gt, this whole thing squared. This will be the expression of the velocity at any point. So v will be equals to u square plus g square t square, this whole thing in a square root. V is equal to u square plus g square t squared square root. This is an expression of v at any point, and the direction as usual will be equal to tangent inverse v of y, v of x bracket. This is an expression for velocity in terms of magnitude and direction. On landing, this t here will be equal to time of flight t. So we can also calculate another expression for v by considering the principle of conservation of energy. So when an object it is at origin here, it has potential energy equals to mgh, potential energy plus kinetic energy at point O, it will be equal to, at this point here, potential energy plus kinetic energy at point A. So mgh plus kinetic energy at this point where the projectile is fired with an initial velocity of m u squared will be equals to potential energy at this point. It is a level ground, the height is 0. So the potential energy is 0 plus the kinetic energy, which is equal to half mv squared. So m and m cancels. We have gh plus u square over 2 equals to v square over 2. Multiply by 2 both sides, we have 2gh plus u square equals to v square. So v will be equal to the square root of u square plus 2gh. This is another expression for calculating the velocity on landing. V equals to u square plus 2gh. So we will use this expression when we have time, and we will use this expression when we have h.